What's up, budget billers? My name is Trill, and we have found out a little secret that got leaked to the media. It was from one of the top GOP leaders who privately told other GOP senators. Now, this information may shock a few people, but for a majority of people, it probably won't shock you at all. Mitch McConnell has been privately urging GOP senators to oppose a debt ceiling hike with the Democrats. And this is just sad to see someone in Congress who our tax dollars go towards deliberately tell others to go against a ceiling hike that could cause the government to shut down, especially at a time like we are in right now. This country is already dealing with enough problems, and we don't need anything else to make millions of Americans worse than they are already. One Republican senator shared this secret with the media, and we are going to discuss it today. Also, in addition, I'm going to tell you about the plan that the Democrats have in place just in case the Republicans don't try to help them as far as being bipartisan and getting this debt ceiling increase. Also, I have some good news regarding the Pfizer vaccine shot, and I'm going to tell you about it today. Now, those are just some of the topics that we're going to cover today, but if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, Bitcoin and crypto, and stimulus update news. So, if you're interested in any of those, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way you can join our community. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video or even laughing at one of my jokes, then be sure to like this video. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, guys, your favorite cartoon character, Republican senator, is back in the news again, and this time it's not in a good light. A secret was just leaked by someone in his own party. One Republican senator revealed that Mitch McConnell has been secretly asking other GOP senators to oppose the debt limit increase. McConnell has been pretty clear about how the Republicans should not help the Democrats increase the debt limit to avoid a government shutdown. McConnell has stated that the Democrats can do it on their own by adding it to that massive $3.5 trillion stimulus package. Senator John Kennedy is the Republican that spoke with the media. He said he has received in the past few weeks that McConnell has been privately asking Republicans to vote against increasing the debt ceiling, saying that he wants them to vote this particular way. Kennedy said that he's not bluffing. McConnell's pledge that Republicans won't help raise the debt ceiling is real. Another GOP aide confirmed that McConnell got a standing ovation from GOP senators when he laid out what their position would be going forward. Instead of McConnell just having his own perception and thoughts of the Democrats, he has also been encouraging them to not support the Democrats as well. Now, let me remind you guys that as a member of Congress, it is their job in Congress to raise the ceiling whenever it is needed to avoid default on their obligations. And McConnell is urging one side of the aisle to go against one of their job duties is just plain sickening. But what do you guys think? I know we have Republicans and Democrats who watch this channel every day, which really doesn't matter, but do you think that half of Congress should not participate in their duty to extend the debt limit? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. Now, as a reminder, during the Trump administration, Congress suspended the debt ceiling in 2019. That particular borrowing of money kicked back in on August the 1st of this year. And all of this is getting very scary, guys, as none of us want to see another government shutdown. Y'all remember what happened on the last shutdown that we had, which could cause Americans who receive government assistance to maybe be able to not receive their benefits if a shutdown occurs. Americans are already struggling enough right now, and there is no need to add to the fire. The Democrats believe that raising the debt ceiling should be a bipartisan thing, but the Republicans insist that the Democrats increase it through their $3.5 trillion spending package. But the problem here is, what if the Democrats are unable to pass that bill, considering Joe Manchin has yet to support this bill with its current price tag? Also, what if the Democrats are unable to even vote on the bill until mid-October? By that time, the government could have already shut down, which the Republicans would obviously blame it on the Democrats. So this is not looking good, people. And even if the Democrats would try and pass the spending package without using the budget reconciliation process, that would mean that they would need full 60 votes in order for it to pass, which would mean that they need at least 10 to 11 Republicans to support this bill. And that ain't happening, guys. You already know. So, considering the social spending bill is not even completed yet and the debt limit ends on September the 30th, it looks like a high probability of us having a government shutdown. But I hope not, guys. I seriously hope not. But the Republicans are trying their best to cause the Democrats to fall on their face. And I guess that's what politics is in 2021. It's sad, guys. It's sad for our country, and it's mostly sad for our struggling Americans, and they don't deserve it. And that's why I stand by the idea that we need to get rid of all of the Congress members and get some new ones in there under the age of 30 years old. The new generation is more about doing what's fair to everyone and not just some one party. No offense, but these old heads we have in office right now only care about themselves and feeding their pocketbooks. Anyone want to start an online petition for me and getting rid of all Congress members and hiring some new ones? Send me a message in my DMs, guys. Come on now, we can get this going today. Now, in the meantime, the Democrats announced on Monday that they will be aiming to suspend the debt limit with a bill to avoid the government shutdown. The Democrats plan to combine a short-term government spending bill with a suspension of the debt limit and to provide the package for a vote sometime this week. So that's good news, guys. In a joint statement, Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will suspend the debt limit until the end of 2022. That timeline will reflect the $908 billion in the second COVID relief package that was approved by both parties back in December when former President Trump was in office. Pelosi and Schumer said, "The American people expect our Republican colleagues to live up to their responsibilities and make good on the debts that they proudly helped incur in the December 2020 908 COVID package that helped American families and small businesses reel from the COVID crisis." So yeah, guys, I hope that they can get this thing done this week because I do not want a government shutdown. Now, in other news, it's time for our daily news bites, guys. Pfizer came out on Monday and said their COVID-19 vaccine is safe for children ages 5 to 11 years old. Pfizer said that their testing shows that the vaccine is safe and well tolerated, and robust neutralization antibody responses were observed from the testing. Now, over the past 9 months, hundreds of millions of people ages 12 and older from around the world have received the COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer, and they are now eager to extend that protection to this younger population, subject to regulatory authorizations, obviously. Since July, virus cases has risen about 240% in the U.S., so finally making these vaccines available to young children will definitely help with the protection that they need. Pfizer will be submitting the vaccine plan for authorization to the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA. Now, speaking of the Delta variant, the White House is debating whether to impose vaccine mandates for air travel. The Biden administration has been internally debating on whether this is a good idea or not. This might become an issue and strongly opposed by Republicans and the travel industry. The possibility for this to happen with international travel is definitely something that several countries are looking into right now. But for domestic travel, I think that we are far away from that being an issue. Also, flight bookings have plummeted in August and early September because of the Delta variant fears. As the virus continues to surge, online customers spent $4 billion on flights within the U.S., which is down about 24% from August. For the first 10 days of September, flight bookings remain weak and down about 39% from the same period in 2019. Now, the reason this is news is because July and August tend to have similar consumer spending levels when it comes to domestic flight bookings. But obviously, some people are not ready to start flying again. But let me ask you guys a question. Have any of you been flying since the pandemic? Me, myself, I have flown about 1 or 2 times this year, which is far less than normal for myself. Also, I want to ask you guys, what airlines do you guys fly? And then I want to ask you guys to take a guess on what airline that I prefer to fly when traveling. I will give you a hint. What is my name? Okay, guys, comment down below with your answers. And yes, my time is up for today. Now, this has been another fourth stimulus check update for today. Now, if you enjoy any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for us. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.